Black money stashed abroad and what government is doing about it. Black money is indeed a burning issue in the last few years in the country. The demonetization that has been announced by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in November 2016 was in fact directed against the black money. The main objective of demonetization was said to be the elimination of black money. There is no doubt that there has been an increasing sense of realization among the common man that the widening gap of rich and the poor is only because of black money. And this black money was with the very minority section of the society. Obviously, their target is politicians, businessmen and corrupt officials. Anna Hazara's movement against corruption in the public life. Later on, even Swami Ramadev also attempted a big rally against black money. And later on, when BJP government has taken up, and recently it has shown its will against the black money, and the action taken by way of demonetization is in fact a very big step in this direction. This has been a sort of a wake-up call in the nation. Following this, there has been an encouraging report in the newspapers and all the media today. Even in the recent past, the government had adopted a 5-pronged strategy to tackle this sensitive issue of black money at the national and the international level. At the international level, India joined the global crusade against black money. First of all, issues of tax evasion and exchange of information have been incorporated in G20 communique that was issued in the recent G20 meetings due to the efforts of India in the recent ministerial meetings. Further, India is playing a key role in global forum on transfer pricing and exchange of information for tax purposes. It is the vice chairman of the peer review group. India joined the Task Force on Financial Integrity and Economic Development and Eurasian Group. Further, India is participating in policy groups of OECD and United Nations on exchange of information and the International Taxation and Transfer Pricing as observer and a member. Most importantly, India has been creating an appropriate legislative framework that could be possible among the international community. India started a renegotiation with 75 countries to broaden the scope of article which concerns the exchange of information and negotiation of double taxation avoidance rules and tax information exchange agreements. These agreements could be with new countries and other top 22 priority countries. India has also signed OECD Multilateral Convention on Mutual Administrative Assistance on Tax Matters. That was done way back in 2012. This convention shall expand the scope of India's treaty network on tax matters. India has also enacted legislation incorporating countermeasures against a non-cooperative jurisdiction, that is Section 94A in the Finance Act of 2011 itself. India has tightened the provisions of transfer pricing. The proposed GAAR, that is, India has also passed a requirement of individuals and the corporates reporting a requirement of foreign assets. Further, 28 of existing DTAA rules, that is, the double taxation avoidance rules, also contain an article for assistance in collection of taxes, including the taking measures of conservancy. Government is trying to have this article in other treaties as well. Government of India has also taken initiatives in setting up appropriate institutions to deal with the illicit funds or the black money. In the last few years, 10 income tax overseas units in various Indian missions abroad have been created, and out of which 2 have already been functional. The remaining 8 units shall be made operational very soon. creation of more income tax units abroad is under active consideration. Further, to effectively handle the increase in tax information exchange and transfer pricing issues, a dedicated exchange of information unit has been set up in the ministry. Along with this, the Government of India has developed systems of implementation which are necessary. They could be in the form of ICT or the manual institutions. India has set up a new policy for deployment of manpower to the Directorate of Transfer Pricing and International Taxation, and that is being implemented. In this context, various divisions in the Central Board of Direct Taxes, which deals with income tax, has been doubled. All these are not possible unless the manpower is imparted with skills to effectively take actions. Officers are being imparted specialized training abroad in the field of international taxation and transfer pricing. International seminars on transfer pricing are being held regularly in this context. India in all the recent G20 discussions has taken an active part and highlighted the importance of automatic exchange of information and also the importance of obtaining the past banking information. India has also obtained useful information about Indians having bank accounts in Swiss Bank. This is under investigation. Further, a dedicated exchange of information cell has been created to handle the work related to exchange of information, which is in line with the latest international standards. One thing, however, that must be said about our black money culture is we as individual citizens have to realize that unless each individual strengthens the morality inside of himself, will continue to be corrupt, do illegal things, avoid taxes, and hold black money, and that would be at the cost of millions of poor brothers and fellow citizens. As a result, the nation will continue to remain poor